a charge electric potential energy describes how much stored energy it has. So when set in motion by an electrostatic force, the energy can be kinetic and the charge can do work. Pag sinabi natin electric potential energy, di ba po kapag potential energy, it is energy at rest. Sabihin natin sa isang electric field, meron po tayong ah, charge po dyan. So, gaano po kadami po yung nagiging effect po niya or gaano po kadami yung energy from the electric field, ano po, doon po sa ating charge. Pero kapag po ang charge po natin is in motion, so siya po ay kinetic po. To instill anything with potential energy, we have to do work by moving it over a distance. So work must be done to push a positive charge against the arrows of an electric field, either towards or another positive charge towards or away from a negative charge. So the work done by a conservative force, example natin, electric force and also force of gravity is equal to the negative of the change in potential energy. Bakit po? Kasi they give off. Ano po? Work done by. Ano po? Work done by. Di ba pag work done by, ibig sabihin, nagbibigay ka. So, kaya po siya ay negative. Kung maalala po nyo, ang ating conservation of energy, so delta U is equals to Q plus W. Since wala naman tayo Q, so delta U is equals to W. Since this is work done by the force, it will be negative. Okay, naintindihan po class? Naintindihan po? Makiki-thumbs up kung naintindihan. Okay. And then, since this is energy, it is measured in unit of joules. So like gravitational potential energy, we must define a reference point from which to define then electric potential energy. So each electric potential energy, it is to be defined by zero when all charges are infinitely far apart. So sabihin natin kapag po malalayo po yung ating energy, ang ating charges from each other, so we can define the electric potential energy as zero. So for simpler definition of the electric potential, taking the initial potential energy to be zero, it is given as, so if our initial is zero, so delta U is equals to UF equals negative W. So the final internal energy is equals to negative of the work. It only means that, so E, so our electric field does positive work if our internal energy is less than W. Tama lang po, kasi kung less than W, less than 0 po siya, so magiging negative U. So it will be positive. And then E does negative work. If E does negative work, then our U is greater than 0. Then, when we move a charge Q by a distance in D in a constant electric field, so the we define work as W is equals to FD cosine theta. Yan, naalala pa po ito? Formula ni work. So for a constant electric field, the force is FQE. F is equals to QE. So substituting F here, so meaning ito pong F magiging QE na. Kaya magiging QE E cosine theta. So take note that the angle, the angle here or the theta here is between E and also D. Ano po yung D? The direction of the charge, and then yung E, ito naman po yung direction ng ating electric field. Okay? Sabihin natin, ano po yun, ma'am? Sabihin natin cosine 0 degrees. Ibig sabihin, same po, cosine 0 degrees. Bakit yung 0 degrees? Sabihin natin, yung iyon distance, sabihin natin meron tayong charge po dito, nag-move po siya papunta dito, meaning, so they have the same reference angle. Ano po? Reference point. Meaning, we have 0. Our theta will be 0 degrees. Okay? So, kung 0 degrees, this is 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and then 270 degrees. Di ba po, kapag po from this reference point, pumunta po siya dito. So, this is 180 degrees. So, what is cosine 0? This is 1, 0. And then this is 0, 1. This is negative 1, 0. And then this is 0, 1. 0, negative 1. Meaning, kung siya ay positive or 0 degrees, same with the direction of the electric field, it only means that cosine 0, so cosine 0 is equals to 1. Okay, cosine 0 is equals to 1. And then, if naman 180 degrees, so mapapansin nyo po siya ay against. Ano po? Kung papunta po dito ang ating electric field, so, ang atin naman pong ang direction ng electric field natin is to the right. Ano po? And then, yung movement naman po ng ating charge is from this point up to this point. Meaning, we have the angle which is 180 degree. Since 180 degree, ito po siya. Okay? So, cosine, sin. So, cosine 180 is negative. Ibig sabihin, mas maliit po yung magiging potential or yung magiging work po natin kasi against po siya with the electric field. Okay? Naintindihan po? Makikithumbs up kung naintindihan. Mabilis ba? Nakiki-heart kung mabilis, and then thumbs down kung okay lang yung facing natin. Okay lang yung facing. How about the others? Naintindihan po ba? How about the others? Parang i-running mo ng sagot. Ano? Okay. So, the definition of work is QED. So, positive. And then, kung delta U naman po, magiging negative po siya. Because delta U is equals to negative W. So, a positive charge loses potential energy when it moves in the direction of the electric field. Next, kapag naman po against, since against po siya, W is equals to negative QED. And then, since delta U is equals to negative W, so negative times negative QED, it will be equal to positive QED. So a positive charge gains potential energy when it moves in the opposite direction of the electric field. Okay, next we have the electric potential energy. What is its difference from electric potential? So electric potential energy, it is the energy that is needed to move an electric charge against an electric field. While electric potential, so the electric potential or voltage is the difference between the potential energy per unit charge. Kaya po siya tinawag na electric potential. Okay? So between two location. Example, nag-move po from one place to another yung ating charge. Ano po yung naging change po niya sa ating electric potential energy. Dito po sa isang charge po ito. Ulit, sa electric potential energy, ito yung mismong energy needed to move an electric field against the move an electric charge against an electric field. And then sa electric potential naman, ito naman yung potential energy per unit charge once na nag-move na sa panibagong location. Bakit po? Kasi po, meron pa rin po tayong um, meron pa rin naman po tayong factor ang ating electric field sa ating energy. So, electric potential, natandaan natin, this is equals to work all over by charge. Again, electric potential, this is work all over by charge. So, kung work all over by charge, this is equals to joules per coulomb. Okay, electric potential, this is also called as the voltage. So, ano ba yung voltage? Mapapansin nyo dito, no? Siya yung kailangan po natin push. Ano po? Para po, yung charge po natin or yung mga electrons natin is mag-flow. Ano naman yung ampere? Ano po? Ito yung current. Yung current po natin, ito po yung mismong flow ng ating charge. And then, ano po itong si resistor? Si resistor po natin, ito po yung pumipigil. Ano? Ito yung pumipigil para mag-flow yung ating electrons. Okay? Are we clear, class? Okay. So electric potential energy, electric potential or V, it is the amount of work needed to move a unit charge from a reference point. So it measures the change in potential energy. So our electric potential is equals to U all over by Q, or work all over by Q. So its unit is in joules per coulomb, which measures the amount of work per charge. And then this is commonly referred to as watts. So electric potential and electric potential difference. And then when the body is charged, a different electric potential. So as compared to other charged bodies, the two bodies are said to have a potential difference. So both bodies are under stress and strain and try to attain minimum potential. So the electric potential difference is defined as the work done carrying a unit charge from one point to another in electric field. Okay? So, in other words, the potential difference It is the difference in the electric potential of the two charged bodies. Okay, sabi dito, ang electric potential natin, it is the amount of work to move the unit charge from a point to another. And then the potential difference, so ibig sabihin na po niyan, meron tayong different electric potential. And then, so ito naman po is the electric potential difference is the amount of work done from a unit charge from one point to another in an electric field. So dito po, sinasabi lang dito, yung electric potential difference, ito po yung change of work natin, change on amount of work natin kapag po nagkaroon po tayo ng pagbabago sa distance from one point to another. So, ito lang ulit yun. So, the electric potential difference, ano po? So, ito po yung delta V. Kung kanina, ang electric potential is V, so electric potential difference is delta V. Between any two points, I and F in an electric field is equal to the difference in potential energy per unit charge between two points, I and F. So, VF minus VI, the final, minus the initial, is equals to uh, since ang V natin is equals to U all over by Q, so we may also expand yung UF and also UI. So, delta V is equals to delta U all over by Q. So, the electric potential can be positive, negative, or zero, but it has no direction. So, it's only magnitude si ating electric potential or ang ating voltage. So, the electric potential of a point charge. The electric potential at a point in an electric field is defined as being numerically equal to the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to the point. The electric potential difference between two points in the field of a point charge depends only on the distance of each point from the charge and does not depend on the particular path. So kaya po siya naka-state function lang. It only depends on the final and also the initial. So potential difference from 0 to infinity is given by V is equals to KQ over R. Bakit po? Di ba po ang ating work is equals to QED cosine theta. Sabihin natin same. Same po ang magiging direction po natin. So, cosine theta is equals to 1. So, QED W. Okay? So, as discussed earlier, V is equals to work done all over by Q. Tama? And then, substituting W to our equation. So, QED all over by Q. V is equals to ET. Okay? Next, what is our formula for E? E is equals to k cube over r squared. Substituting this in our equation, v is equals to k cube all over by r squared. So yung d dito, it also pertains to distance. So gawin lang natin siyang r. Okay? So makakancel natin. May iwan yung isang r. So v is equals to k cube over r. Okay? Naintindihan po, class? Sabihin lang natin na hindi natin alam yung distance, ano po, or yung electric field. So, pwede po natin itong gamitin. Okay, naintindihan po? Makikithumbs up po naintindihan. Okay, next. So, sample problem. Electrons are continually being knocked out of air molecules in the atmosphere by cosmic ray particles coming in from space. Once released, each electron experiences an electrostatic force due to the electric field that is produced in the atmosphere by charged particles already on Earth. Near Earth's surface, the electric field has the magnitude of 150 Newton per coulomb and is directed downward. What is the change in delta U in the electric potential energy of a released electron when the electrostatic force causes it to move vertically upward through a distance of 520 meters? So, ang tanong dito, what is the change in delta U? Or what is the delta U mismo? Okay po. So, since ang hinahanap natin ay delta U, gamit natin ay delta U. Ang hinahanap natin ay delta U. Again, what is our formula for delta U? Delta U is equals to QED. And then, sabi dito, meron daw tayong release electron. So, what is our charge of electron? It is 1.602 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulomb. And then, our E is 150 Newton per coulomb times the distance, which is 520 meters. Wait, maikli lang pala to. Okay, what is our answer, class? Makikita po sa ating chat box. Ano po kaya answer natin, class? How about the others? Your answer is negative negative 1, 2, 4, 2496 times 10 raised to negative 14 Newton meter. And then since this is energy, negative 1.2496 times 10 raised to negative 14 joules. Okay, next. A positive 3 nanocoulomb charge Q1 is initially at rest at a distance of 10 centimeters R1 from a positive 5 nanocoulomb charge Q2 fixed at the origin. Naturally, the column force accelerates Q1 away from Q2 kasi parehas po silang positive. Eventually reaching 15 centimeter, which is our R2. And then what is the work done by the electric field between R1 and R2? Mapapansin nyo class dito, yung ating force is nag-accelerate. Okay? Since nag-accelerate yung force natin, hindi po natin pwede gamitin na yung work is equals to force times distance because here, ina-assume natin dito na ang force is or nilalat natin dito that the force is constant. Okay? Since the force here is not constant, so we must integrate. Okay? So we must integrate from F1 to F2. Okay? And then in terms of what? Since this is distance, so let's say in terms of dr. Okay? So ito po yung gagamitin natin formula. So work is equals to the integral of F2, F1, F, then R. After that, meron ba tayong force? Wala. Ano po? Pero meron naman tayong mga charge. So, meron tayong value ng charge. So, what is our formula for force according to the Coulomb's law? So, K, Q1, Q2 all over by R squared, dr. And then, R2, R1. Change in R na po tayo. Ano po? So, sabihin natin yung after po nila mag-move sa ating electric field, hindi naman po nagbago yung amount ng charge po natin, which is positive 3 and also positive 5. So, we will um, consider Q1 and Q2 as constant. So, ilalabas lang po natin siya sa ating integral sign. So, W is equals to K, Q1, Q2, and then R2, R1, dr over R squared. Then, let's just solve for the integral of dr all over by R squared. So, K, Q1, Q2, and then this is also equals to R negative 2 dr. So, K, Q1, Q2, then what is the integral of negative 2? R negative 2. So, it is equal to negative 1, ano po? R raised to negative 1, tapos over negative 1. Times, tapos R2, R1. Hindi siya times. R2, R1. Okay? For distinct, distinct integration, so this equals to K, Q1, Q2. So, ilabas lang natin yung negative. Itong negative 1. And then, R2 minus 1 over R1. Okay. So what is our K? Our K is negative 9 times 10 raised to 9 Newton meter squared all over by column squared times 3 nano column. So 3 times 10 3 times 10 raised to negative 9 column times 5 times 10 raised to negative 9 column, and then 1 over R2. What is our R2? Meron ba? Ayun, 15 centimeter. So 15 times 10 raised to negative 2 meters. So we must convert this to meters minus 1 all over by 10 times 10 raised to negative 2 meters. Okay, what is our answer? Ano kaya answer natin, class? 4.5 times 10 raised to negative 7. Ano pong unit natin? Ano po kaya yung unit natin, class? Okay, correct. It is joules because we are solving for work. So 4.5 times 10 raised to negative 7 joules. Okay. So, naintindihan po, class, any question regarding this problem? So, ganito po yung gagawin niyo. So, depende naman po sa problem na yun kung ito ang gagamitin or yung normal na force time distance lang. Any questions, class?
Ay, ano, nakita ko. Dapat kinasama ko yung friend ko. Kasi nakatanong ko kung bubuhayin ko na.
Sige. Next tayo. So, two charged parallel plates are 1.5 centimeters apart. The magnitude of the electric field between them is 1,800 newtons per coulomb. So, what is the potential difference between the plates? So, how much work is required to move a proton from the negative plate to the positive? So, we must find both potential difference and also the work. So two charge parallel plates or 1.5 centimeters apart. So meaning um, our distance is equals to 1.5 centimeter or 1.5 times 10 raised to negative 2 meters or 0.015 meters. And then our electric field is 1,800 newtons per coulomb. So, voltage natin, E times D. So, 1,800 newtons per coulomb times 0.015 meters. Okay, ano pong answer natin, class? Okay. So, 27 joules per coulomb. Ano po? 27 joules per coulomb or 27 watts. So, potential difference. So, potential difference sa delta V. Next. What is, let's get our work. So, work. So, makaalala ninyo, may relationship po si work and also si voltage. Si voltage natin is equals to work all over by Q. Since meron na tayong voltage, wala tayong Q. So, saan po natin mahanap si Q? Since meron po tayong E, which is 1,800 newtons per coulomb, so let's just solve Q from the electric field. So, E is equals to KQ over R squared. So, RE is 1,800 newtons per coulomb, and then RK is 9 times 10 raised to 9 joules per, sorry, Newton meter squared, coulomb squared, times Q all over by R squared, which is 0.015 meters squared. And then our Q is equals to, so class, what is our Q? So, 4.5 times 10 raised to negative 11 column. And then, let's just substitute. Ano po, kunin natin si W by multiplying V and also Q. So, W is equals to V times Q, 4.5 times 10 raised to negative 11 column. May nauna yung V. Wait lang. V, 27 joules per column times our Q, which is 4.5 times 10 raised to negative 11 column. So, what is our answer? So, correct? So, 1.2150. 1.2150 times 10 raised to negative 9. Negative 9. Uh, everyone, pakisama na po ha ng ating unit. So, it is joules. Okay? Pag magsasagot kayo, so isama niyo po yung unit. Para yung mag-practice. Okay, any question? Okay. Mamaya na natin to solve. Ano? Hmm, thank you na. Pipili lang ako. Sige nga, class. Kindly answer this problem, and then pakisend po ng inyong sagot sa ating GC, sa ating G-Space, and then please take a photo of your answer, so of your solution po. So I'll give you 10 minutes to answer this one. Okay? Again, please answer this problem. Take a photo of your solution, and then please send it in our G-Space. So, para lang ma-check ko po. Thank you. So, I'll give you 10 minutes. So, we'll be back after 10 minutes, so 5:32. Yon, lumanglas.
Ang gagawin mo lang dito, unang to,
And then si Resena.
okay? 12.5, okay?
Si Marion, lumanglas, Resena.
Investment,
Ano ha, paki-take note na lang. Si Marion, lumanglas, Gonzales, Resena. So, additional plus 3 kasi kayo lang po yung nakapagsagot. Ano, doon sa binigay ko pong time mismo. So, ayun lang. A little token. Just token. Ayun.
pwede nyo naman gawin dyan sa exam, pero hindi ko man nila. Yan.
So, thank you. Thank you na. So, another topic tayo.
Sabi dito, if you have unpaid asset, or you will service it, it is certified and identity.
Ito na konti. So, pag sabi natin conductor, so materials that have low value of resistivity. Again, when we say resistivity, so it resists the flow. Ano siya yung pumipigil para magdire-diretso yung flow natin ng electrons. So, kapag conductors, it has low value. So, it means that the electrons can flow freely on the material.
Ang tawag dito, wala po tayong tawag dito, ruling na pag FDI.
Next, insulator. So this is the exact opposite of the conductors. They are made of generally non-metals that have very few or no free electrons. So if a potential voltage is applied to the material, no current will flow as there are no electrons to move, and which gives these materials their insulating property. So, ibig sabihin lang po nito, ano yung sinasabing free electrons? Kasi po, kay conductor, sabihin natin, meron tayong rod. Di ba po, nagkakaroon lang po tayo ng flow of electrons. Sabihin natin ganito. Ano po? Sabihin natin magkakonduct lang po siya ng electricity kapag po nagkaroon na ng collision. Ano parang sa heat. Nagkaroon na tayo ng collision of electrons. Ibig sabihin, mismong ito pong ating rod is they have plenty of free electrons. Unlike insulators, that this has no free electrons. So if a potential voltage is applied to the material, no current will flow. So there are no electrons to move, and which give these materials their insulating properties. Okay po. Next, we have the semiconductor. So it have electrical properties somewhere in the middle between those conductor and insulator. Example, silicon, germanium, gallium, and astatine. So the most commonly used semiconductor material by far is silicon. The significant advantage of silicon is that it is less temperature sensitive, which became an important requirement for any electronic device to achieve high levels of reliability. So next we have the voltage. It is the potential energy of an electric supply. And then pag nakakita po kayo sa circuit diagram ng ganitong symbol, so meaning this has a voltage source po natin siya. Ano, it can be battery, okay? So ito po yung si ating voltage. Pwede nyo naman itong basahin kapag sinend ko po yung PowerPoint po natin. Next, electric current. Pag sinabi natin current, it is the movement or flow of electrical charge. Okay, so movement or flow of the electrical charge. So it is measured in amperes, or ang ating unit or the symbol for our unit is I for the intensity. So it is the continuous and the uniform flow of electrons around a circuit that are being pushed by the voltage. Okay, so si current, ito na po yung mismong flow po natin. So, electric current, this is the interaction of charges in motion from one region to another. So, it is the flow. Since this is a flow, rate of flow, ano po, pag sabi natin rate, ito ay naka per seconds or per time. So, rate of flow ng electron. So, that's why we have a charge. So, this is charge. And then, this delta T is our time. So, units of electric current, so it is amperes. And then, the unit breakdown for current is coulomb per seconds. Okay. For instantaneous current, so ang formula natin, I is equals to the limit of delta Q all over by delta T as time approaches 0, or dQ over dt. Ibig sabihin, kukunin nyo po ang kanyang integral. Pag sabi natin instantaneous current, so what is our current at a specific moment of time?
At ito, dy. Ay itong 1 over 1 plus I raised to 5. Okay. Yan. What is derivation na, guys? Okay.
So electric current, a complete circuit is one where current can flow all the way around.
Guys, kung makikita nyo, trial and error talaga ito, guys. Hirap po talaga palabasin. PBI na 1.
So, mapapansin ninyo, from the positive, from the positive, nag-flow po ang ating electrons. And then, bumalik siya dito kay negative. So, kailangan meron po tayong source, voltage source, po, para magkaroon po tayo ng flow or meron tayong source ng flow ng ating electrons. So, sa battery natin, we have the positive terminal and also the negative terminal. So, class, alin po kaya dito yung gagana? Is it A, B, or C? Pakitype po sa chat box. Alin po kaya dyan yung gagana? Is it A, B, or C?
1 over 1 plus interest natin ay 0.58. Okay? Base to 1. Okay? Ang lumas po sa atin ay 0.869. Okay? Guys, ang dy guys, si per decimal nyo na lang para hindi kayo mag-awat. Kasi, yan, madami pong decimal yan. Gawin nyo na lang guys ay per decimal. Okay? Tapos, try natin sa inyo kung ganun dito na talaga ba 0.7. 7561. Okay? I-replay ganun ulit. Ganun din.
Yes, ano po kaya? A, B, or C? How about the others?
Okay? Then after nun, para makuha mo yung present value, pag multiply nyo ng kung gano'n. Multiply nyo ng kung gano'n. Yan, 30,000 times 0.86.
Okay, correct. It is letter C. Bakit po? Ito po yung nakakonect sa positive terminal and also kay negative.
Nakuha nyo na lahat, hindi lang yan itutukan. Papapasin nyo lang to. Papapasin nyo lang
Okay.
to. Ang naging total daw
Next. Current, it represents the flow of electrons. So, may tinatawag tayong conventional current. So, for the sake of convention, ano po, kapag po, for theoretical, ano po, theoretically, ang ating flow of current is mula kay positive terminal papunta kay negative terminal. Pero for our electron flow, nanggaling daw po siya kay negative terminal.
Okay? So yun guys, bukas na po yung PBI natin which is 1.07. Okay? 2.07 po ang ating PBI. Ganito lang din ginawa. Percent. At sa 20.
So conventionally,
Guys,
so we define the direction of the current as the direction of flow of positive charge regardless of the sign of the actual charge particles in motion. So in common conductors such as copper, the current is physically due to the motion of negatively charged electrons. Therefore, when we speak of current in such a conductor, the direction of the current is the opposite. Okay, pag sabi natin current mismo, though it is the flow of electrons, pero dahil conventionally po, yun po ang ating susundin. So, it is the opposite of our direction talaga, the flow of electrons, which came from the negative terminal.
Apat na interest na ito, alin ang may pinakamagandang resulta or pinaka-economical? And guys, since alin naman, ano po ba nagsasagot? Ang pinakamaganda dyan guys ay sa 50. Bakit guys? Kasi siya po
So,
yung
a current of 5 amperes flows through a resistor for 30 minutes. So, how many electrons flows through the resistor during the time given? 8. So, sabi dito, meron daw tayong current, which is 5 amperes, or 5 coulomb per second. And then we have the time, which is 30 minutes. Since this is in minutes, so we must convert this to second. 1 minute, 60 seconds. So it is equals to 1/8 seconds. Next, so we can get the charge by I is equals to Q all over by time, cross multiply the time. So Q is equals to I times time. So our current is 5 coulomb per second times 1/8 seconds. So, plus ano pong answer po natin?
Kasi ang kailangan ko sa NPV ay yung total minus the capital investment. Ayan. Right? Yan, nakita nyo guys. Meron tayo ditong PBI na 1.07. And yan, mapapansin nyo yung total natin 170. Ibig sabihin, ito po yung may pinakamalaki total. Kung para po dito na 0.84 na yung PBI, mas buka pa yung kanyang total. 100 na. Ito naman 0.84, mas buka pa dito. Ito naman 0.93, slate lang yung ibinapat.
Okay, 9,000. Q is equals to 9,000 coulomb. And then, ang tanong pala dito is electrons. Okay, so alam naman natin, for every 1 electron, how many coulombs? It is 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19. So, para lang natin makuha yung number of electrons, so ang nasa taas ay coulomb, so nasa baba ay dapat coulombs. So, 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulombs, and then 1 electron. Okay, what is our answer?
Hindi mo makukuha yung net present value dito kung hindi mo makukuha yung ECFR, hindi mo makukuha yung itong PV. Kailangan po natin ito. Guys, tapos na po tayo dito sa net present value. Kailangan mo po siya kabalik. So yan. Right, bago tayo bago tayo matapos guys,
So, 5.625 times 10 raised to 22 electrons. How about the others?
Hindi ko alam guys kung kakayanin ng time kaya pasensya na ako medyo mapapa-overtime ako. Kasi gusto ko na lang din explain to. Ito naman guys, ito isang pangluwasan ito siguro next week. Pakakyawan to pero hindi ko naman kung babasahin ito madali. Ang pangluwasan. Okay? Mag-ano tayo ngayon sa example. Okay, dito guys, ito yung may pinakamagandang example for this FR at PV. Sabi dito, feasibility study carried out for an oil company indicated that it is possible to invest 1 billion in either one of two projects. The anticipated cash flows generated by two projects over the useful lifetime are given to us. Lalo dito, give your recommendations on which project you use based on NPV. Sabihin ko, kumahalin mo yung NPV ngayon para makapag-conclude ka kung ano ulit ng project, using selected values. Ito guys yung mga interest ibibigay mo na. Okay? Compute the DCFR for each project. Okay? Ito guys.
So 5.625 times 10 raised to 5.625 times 10 raised to 22. So this is the number of electrons.
Formula para ipagpapasyan talaga kayo ng
Okay po.
DCFR.
Okay, next, we have the resistance. Tandaan lang natin kay resistance. So, resistance can never be negative. And then, it is measured in ohms. So, mapapansin nyo, omega po siya. So, ito po ang ating unit po. So, this is the opposition to the flow of current. So, we have the Ohm's law. Resistance and resistors, experimentally, it is found that the current in a wire is proportional to the potential difference between its end. So, our current is directly proportional to our voltage. So the ratio of voltage to current is called the resistance. So V is equals to I.
Okay? Paano? Tapos, yung multiply sa
So, resistance, mapapansin nyo, ano, sa imbis na dire-diretso na palabas si current, may pumipigil sa ating
Tapos,
resistance.
total nyo lang yan.
May pumipigil sa ating
Okay?
resistance.
Total nyo lang to. Tapos ito, isa total lang din. Okay? Eh, guys, kung naman yung PPI.
So, ayan.
Okay?
Ulit lang.
So, guys, hindi na pinakita dito yung PPI. Pero dapat dito wala na
And then, so, this is by George Simon. Oh, ano po, ang ating Ohm's Law. It's coined by George Simon. So, ano naman yung resistor? So, resistor is a simple circuit element that provides a specified resistance. A resistor is a simple circuit element that provides, umulit lang. The symbol for resistor in circuit diagrams is zigzag red line. Mapapansin niyo, ha? Ilan yan? Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. So, dapat ganyan lang po. Hanggang tatlo lang. Ano yung iba kasi? Sabi, ano, wow. O, 8. Pero hanggang dyan lang po dapat siya. So, kapag labis, ibig sabihin, hindi yan resistor. Ano po? So, kailangan sundin natin yung ating symbol po talaga. Ano ba yung pagkakadrawing ng symbol natin? So, dito kay resistor, we have the color band. Color-coded po siya. So, ito yung itsura ng resistor. Actually, maliit lang talaga yan. And then, we have the first digit, second digit, multiplier, and also the tolerance. Actually, ito yung ano eh. Ito yung lab book sa mga physics students. Kuha lang ako ng resistor. So, tatandaan lang natin for second, multiplier, and also tolerance. Si tolerance kasi, medyo hiwalay po siya dito sa unang tatlong bands po natin. Okay po. Sige class, hanggang dito na lang po muna ang ating discussion kasi yung sunod kasi dito is computation po.